Here's a great idea for your next outing. A cruise of the L.A. Harbor on a Spirit Cruises yacht. Spirit Cruises offers everything you need to relax and enjoy your time on the water. For more information, call 310-548-8080 or visit spiritmarine.com.
So, Rosie, when the original Angel Baby session, I've heard different stories, and I'd always understood that it was recorded in an aircraft hangar in Santee, California. Is that correct?
No, it was in San Marcos.
It was?
Yes, it was in San Marcos, and that was out in the country then. There wasn't anything but farmland out there. This was a guy that had an airplane hangar. He repaired small planes, and he had always wanted to have a recording studio. So one corner, way off in a corner, was just maybe something about like here, and it wasn't even closed in the top. I remember that, and that's what he was wanting to do. He wanted to record people, and we were, I think, his first.
Where were you living at the time? In San
National
Diego?
City.
Oh, National City.
Yes.
And you were in high school there?
Yes.
Or junior high?
Just barely into high school.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And so you said, I'm going to become a national top 10 charting personality. I'm going to go to this airplane hangar that has a little recording studio in it and become famous overnight. Was that the idea?
Well, we didn't even know what we were going to do, but we thought, well, heck, we can do that. Let's do it. And I bet you it was maybe a total of $15, maybe $20 at the most for all day long.
Now, whose idea was Angel Baby? I mean, who thought that up?
It was way before I met the originals, and it was when I was 13 and a half. I was going with this, I had this boyfriend. It wasn't like I was really going with him, because when you're 13 and a half, you don't get to go with anybody. You still have, parents and strict rules and dolls and things, and jacks and so it was the kind of thing that you write in your school notebook. You write a little something that rhymes, and then your heart just aches with love that you can't express, and so you write a little bit more, and you just keep writing, and pretty soon you've got a couple of paragraphs of stuff that rhymes. And no one ever saw it, because this was private in my little world. Then my mother got me a piano, a used piano, because I was dying to have a piano, and it was an old upright. But I learned how to play the 4-chord progression, and I put my little poem to melody. Well, I played the song for my uncle and his girlfriend, and they liked it. And she said, "You need to meet these musicians I know in San Diego." So I said, well, bring them over. And the following weekend, a car pulled up, and it was an older guy. He was probably 21, and he could drive. And he had 2 guys with him, and one was Noah, and he was a guitar player, and the other guy was Tony. And I think Tony didn't play anything at our little jam session, but we had a little jam session in the living room. I was real shy. I didn't, I was having a hard time sharing my little song with them. But we decided we would just be a band.
Who thought up the name The Originals?
I did.
Okay.
I thought we didn't know what we were. We were just original.
Now, there's a story after you recorded the song. You each had a demo of the song, and
the scratched record thing?
Yeah. What happened there?
We had a party at
that'll
home.
do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, we had a party, and we were celebrating that we recorded.
Right.
And we were real happy, and we invited all the kids over, and we played it, and of course somebody went, scratched it, with the needle. And those were acetate.
You didn't know that they only could stand so many plays before they were worn out.
No, we didn't know that. We didn't even realize that was the actual thing that they made the records from either.
Right.
So we got a scratch in it, but for years people have asked me, and great collectors have just pondered over this little tiny spot in the middle of the record where they thought maybe the whole timing just stopped it for a split second and everybody resumed playing. And all it was a scratch. But it was a scratch.
Okay, maybe we can discover it now.
Okay.
Here is Rosie and the Originals. It was #1 in many markets, including L.A. and around the world. It just took off like crazy once it was released, huh?
Yeah, and I was so surprised. I mean, you know, what difference a disc jockey can make whether you get your record played or not.
Who was the DJ that really got on it?
Alan Freed.
It was Alan Freed, so he did it in New York.
He was out in California,
he was
in
on
Los
KDAY
Angeles.
at the time?
Yes, KDAY. Uh-huh.
So Highland Records got the record to him, and he liked it and got on it.
Yes.
I mean, do you know what happened when Alan Freed got it? How that worked?
Yeah. Took me years to figure that out, but I did.
Can you share?
Well, he was given half the publishing.
That'll help. That'll do a lot for any record.
Somebody gave him half the publishing for a period of time.
Uh-huh.
And I was told that it also broke on the East Coast at the very same time.